Hello class, this is Sulema Campas, and my case write-up was about compensation for healthcare administrators in California. And basically the rundown of this is going to be the learning objectives, the introduction, the case problem, the case solution, and the conclusion. So starting off with the learning objective, while working on this presentation, I learned that a lot goes into the healthcare administrator role. The compensation is fairly high. I found that the biggest compensation would be salary-wise, and salaries range from around $114,000 a year throughout California. However, the highest ranges are more in the Bay Area compared to southern area, although these are the second highest. However, in the middle of California is where we have the lowest, ranging from around 50 to 60,000 a year, depending on where you are located. For example, Kaiser Permanente would have a different type of benefits plan, compensation plan for their employees. So basically, a healthcare administrator is a person who is in charge of organizing and managing an organization with a medical field, law and ethics, and budgeting prices. This role requires a lot of time and a lot of brain work management. So with a role being this great and heavy on someone's shoulder, the compensation should be high. However, the problem here is if the compensation is way too high, which I was kind of finding here that the compensations are very high when you are a healthcare admin. If it gets too high, employees would not want to work as great as they did from the beginning because their compensation is so high. When a company makes a compensation really high and don't think about the consequences, would be they might not be able to pay their dues for their employee because of the fact that the compensation was way too high, which could be salary, it could be vacation, it could be salary or compensation, vacation time, sick leave, family leave, things like that. So that is the problem when it is way too high and employers cannot keep up with giving their employees this much of a compensation. However, I do believe that there could be a solution to this if there was something implemented where they would start off with a certain type of compensation and it fits their what they have to offer, how long they've been working there. If they have a certain amount of compensation where it's reasonable enough where the company or organization can still work at a good level, then that's decent. And as time progresses, and if they were to see that an employee has done an excellent job in etc., then that's when they can increase their compensation and show them that they deserve it, but not increase it as much to where they would feel like, oh, I don't have to do any work anymore. So this way they can increase it every 6 months, quarterly, maybe even yearly, to where it motivates the employee, it keeps motivating the employee, and that way there's never a slack. And when there is a slack, that's when things cannot run so well because of the fact that they're getting a little too comfortable. So overall, it was noted that healthcare administrators play a big role in our healthcare system and how clinics, hospitals, how they all work. And so if we have good employees that love doing what they do and get compensated in the right manner, then we can definitely have a better healthcare system overall. Thank you, class.